Josh, you look like you work for the radio station.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no, here comes the.
And now, the hottest podcast around the globe, Straight Up TV, with your host, that dude All-Star.
What's up? You're watching Straight Up TV. We are streaming live on YouTube channel, Straight Up TV. And today is September the 2nd. I'd like to welcome all our listeners and watchers. Glad you're tuning in. If it's your first time, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment. And today we're going to be talking to Atlanta Model Tarie. Tarie is in the building, okay? But first we're going to go over to one of our guests. She's a repeat guest. She's been here for a while. And what's going on, Gwen?
Nothing much.
How you been?
Thanks for having me back again. I'm great, and you?
Good. How was your travels here?
It's terrible.
It's terrible?
Yes, Atlanta is terrible. I mean, like, I have a beach pass, but the beach pass don't really go too far out here. Like, it's a waste of money.
It is. How long did it take you to get here?
It said an hour and 20-some minutes.
Oh my God.
Yes, from Bethlehem. Yes.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, you're not living in the country.
Yeah, Atlanta. This is something you got to just deal with, man.
I know,
that
right?
Atlanta traffic. You know, it is crazy. What else? What else you got going on?
Nothing much. I'm finna go to Chicago this weekend, so I'm super excited. I'm going back home.
Yeah.
I get to see all my family and friends.
Yeah.
So of course, I will be there for quite a few days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get some food. Right now, I've been juicing, so today is my first meal. I don't supposed to be eating no food.
Yeah.
But like raw salad, fruits,
Yeah.
and all that type of stuff. But
Yeah.
I just snuck a sandwich. So.
It's all good. I ain't gonna tell nobody. All right. So let me introduce our guest. She is here in Atlanta, and she is a model, and her name is Tarie.
Hey guys.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
How you doing?
I'm good. I feel good. Glad to be here.
How long was your travel here?
With Atlanta traffic, it was about 55 minutes. I'm on the south side though.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. It's such a blessing to be here with you guys.
Yeah.
I'm ready for a lot of the energy, the fun, the laughs. So bring it on.
Okay. I'm glad you're here today. We follow each other on Instagram, so
Mm-hmm.
I reached out, and she said, "Okay, no problem, I'll be there." And I was so happy. So, welcome.
No problem. I definitely, when I see a good opportunity, I'm definitely going to jump at it because that's the problem with so many people nowadays.
Right.
They don't take their chances,
Right. I understand that.
God bless you opportunities. You got to take them.
I understand that. All right. So let me get into one of my segments I'm going to do real
Okay.
fast. And...
Yo, stop what you're doing and listen. It's Did You Know? With that dude All-Star.
All right, like I said, today is September 2nd, 2021, and this segment is called Did You Know? And today is National Blueberry Popsicle Day. Did you know that, Gwen?
No.
Today
I didn't know they had
is
a flavor of
National Blueberry Popsicle Day. Did you know that?
I definitely did not know that.
Well, now you know.
It's
now
the
you
day
know.
for popsicles.
Getting a flavor at that.
All right. Also, today's birthdays are actor Keanu Reeves turns 57. Comedian Cat Williams turns 50.
Not Cat Williams.
And the founder lawyer of TMZ, Harvey Levin, turns 71. You watch TMZ?
Sometimes when I want to be into the gossips, sometimes.
I love my TMZ.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie to you.
sometimes,
I feel like you can't be in the game if you're another player.
Yeah. And on September 2nd, 2020, the show Tyler Perry's Assisted Living premiered, the first episode, September 2nd, 2020. So you watched that show?
Not that one. I've seen an episode, But I mean, anything Tyler Perry got his hands in right now,
Yeah.
you know, is gold
It's
right
good.
now. Nothing's better than Sisters though, or The Oval.
You watched that? Did you watch that, Gwen Sisters?
No, I haven't. I heard about it, but I have not watched The Sisters, The Oval, none of that yet.
Gwen, what is going
I
on,
know,
girl?
I don't have time to watch TV, so when I do,
She busy.
It'd be like once I do have time to watch TV, I'd be stuck there. I'd be like, oh my God.
Gwen, they
like,
got the BT Plus app, girl. I'm gonna need you to put that on your
Yes,
phone,
it's-
and as you traveling, just listen to it or something.
yes, it'd
Cause
be
The Oval
so
is it.
hard. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's not enough time in the day.
All right. So let's get into this interview with Miss Tarie. All right. So, let me put the camera on you. So, Miss Tarie, how did you become a model?
Actually, I got scouted. I was doing celebrity hair and makeup at the time. It was about 10 years ago. I was working with Yandy from Love and Hip Hop, and we were at an event, and I was scouted by one of the models out there, one of the model scouts.
Yeah.
She had an agency, and she also worked with Marc Jacobs.
Yeah.
So they scouted me, told me like they liked my look and all that stuff, and I just kind of looked at her. I was in New York, so I was looking at her like, girl, what? I ain't paying no mind. So
Yeah.
she asked for my information, and I gave her my information. Little did I know, the next week they gave me a call, had me come in for a fitting, and I ended up getting to walk in the show.
Wow.
Yeah, for Fashion Week. So it was an amazing experience.
Okay. That's great. So let's get into this. I want you to explain to us, because I read your Instagram post and it said that you are now the new face and official spokesmodel for the Bearskin USA brand. Congratulations.
goodness.
Let me do something.
Thank you guys so much for that. That is such an honor. There's a lot of responsibility comes with it, but it's an honor.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I'm
tell
truly
us
blessed.
how all this happened.
So Bearskin came about. Honestly, it was another situation of doing what I love to do and just got the opportunity. So I was, if y'all heard of the movie The Secret Society, shout out to Miasha and Erica Pinkett. Erica Pinkett is one of my friends. She was the lead star in that movie on Amazon Prime. That we had like a red carpet, a Q&A that we did. I was actually the host of that. So I interviewed them. And Bearskin CEO was there. Didn't know she would be there. I didn't even think it was that big. And so she came. They reached out. We were on the red carpet. She asked me, can she take a picture with me? She didn't even tell me what she did. Next day, I woke up to a DM. She wrote me on Instagram. She found me. And she wrote me and was like, I would love to talk business with you. I loved how you carried yourself last night. And I'm just like, oh. I didn't even know because it came from the company page. So I didn't even know that was the same lady I had met.
Wow.
So they invited me. Her name was Shanice Gibbs. She invited me to the office, come to the meeting. And she pretty much was like, we love everything about you. We would love for you to be our face of the company. And I'm like, me? And she was like, yeah. She was like, we've seen your Instagram and all that stuff. She was like, you're everything that, the company embodies.
Yeah.
So we would like to offer you a contract. And it happened just like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Bless.
so
Look
it's
at
a
God.
blessing.
Look at God.
It is a
He
blessing,
moves
yes.
from one
Look at God.
opportunity to the next.
Yes, stay on your grind, girl.
Now
Yes.
listen, you named a lot of names of your friends. You said the first
Erica,
name you said
Yandy.
Erica,
Yandy Smith.
what is she now?
So Yandy is the star of Love and Hip Hop, and she also owns a skincare line as well.
Okay.
She was Love and Hip Hop New York. Now she's Love and Hip Hop Hollywood.
Okay.
I mean Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
she
guys. She's here now.
Yeah.
And then Erica also was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And the thing is, I met them totally different times. I met Yandy first. She was actually my first opportunity into the makeup world, celebrity makeup world. I was living in Virginia at the time, and Yandy needed a makeup artist for her appearance she had that weekend. And so they ended up booking me. Her and her hairstylist reached out, ended up booking me. So after that day, I started traveling with Yandy up and down the East Coast.
Wow.
I met Erica through that. Instagram, it works wonders because people get to see your work. If you use it right, it can definitely be a blessing, but it also could be harmful as well.
Yes, a lot of people say Instagram is their money maker.
It is, because you can make money from Instagram just from your postings, or you also can make money from the network. And if you're smart, you're going to turn your network to your net worth. So I definitely did that way. And Erica, she was one of them. I've done makeup for like Tammy Roman, just to name a few. Carly Red, I've had good relationships with them. One thing I try to pride myself on is always being professional in whatever realm you're in.
Yeah.
Because I do have a personal life, but when it's work, it's work. So.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're well connected. You talking to the right people.
God, I'm telling
Yeah,
you. And
yeah.
the thing is, I feel like if you do right by people,
Yeah.
you'll always be able to circle back with them. Because the thing is, even with Yandy, it was supposed to be a one-time thing. But
Yeah.
they loved the way that, I did her makeup. They loved the connection we had, the vulnerability, just the conversations we had. So I ended up traveling up and down the East Coast with her, during her appearances. And that was just a blessing because coming from, at the time I was living in Norfolk, Virginia, coming from like that small town, you don't see too many, none of my friends from high school ever got that opportunity.
Right.
So it was like, for people to be reaching out to me saying like I inspired them and stuff like that, that was something I never would have dreamed,
Yeah.
Yes, I can tell why you sound very, 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 very like professional and you just got a good vibe about yourself.
Thank
Yes,
you.
so
I can
see
get
why.
down too. Like
Yeah.
I'm from this
Right.
side,
Gwen, she said, and when I reached out to her, she said that she checked us out on the episodes and stuff. She said we had a good vibe.
It's the
over
vibe
here.
for me.
Yes, it was for me too. When I first came, I didn't know what to expect, but once I got here, it was so welcoming. So it was definitely I liked
Exactly. Everything about, the presence of it, seeing you guys, how y'all just interact with each other.
Yeah.
So for me, it was a no-brainer because I'm all about the energy. I'm all about empowering each other,
Yes.
So if you support each other, that's the only way to get to the next step,
Right,
and a lot of
right,
people,
right.
they rather push you down to get in front of you than pulling you up with them, and y'all both can win.
Right.
Right, exactly. Okay, well let's keep
Love
going
that.
here. So Gwen, I mean not Gwen, Tarie, tell me. So I noticed that if someone calls in or buys with your promo code 15% off, how do they pick that number? Like, do you say, I want all my people, I'll do this if you can give up a 10% discount? Do you have a sort
Oh, no. I don't like, guys, I might be the face, but I don't have that much pull because, of course,
Yeah.
a girl like me, I understand the struggle, so I'd be like, give me 50% during this time frame. But from a business standpoint, I think that number is typically generic because if you ever notice, even with management contracts, they range between 10 and 20%. So
Yeah.
15 is a happy medium. And when I think about Bare Skin, I think about the fairness, and they understand what it's like for everybody not to be on the same budget.
Right.
And that's why all of our products, if you go to our website, are under $30. They're very affordable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. I just had to ask. I want to know about the money. About the money.
Yes.
I mean, we all need to know about the money, but you definitely need to know what you're spending.
What's that promo code?
Oh, I give that to y'all. So,
Well,
the-
tell us about some of the products. Like,
Okay.
what's on the...
So with Bare Skin, I like it because what was a no-brainer for me to sign on and be the face of it was that all their products were made all natural. They were Black-owned business. Shanice Gibbs is she's the CEO. She's a Black woman, Black mother, has children. She left her job during COVID. Once COVID came, she got hit real hard like everybody else did in the economy. She left her job and said that she wanted to pursue her passion. Her passion was always the beauty industry.
Yes.
So she found her niche in skincare because with skincare, that's something that us as ethnic people and people of color, we don't take the most care of. Our grandmother told us put some baby oil in your face, wash it with soap. But it's so much more to skincare than just throwing a bar of soap on it. You got to know the layers and textures of your skin. As we are melanated, our skin complexions change from light to dark. Even sitting in this room, we're all 3 different shades of black.
Right.
Yes, that's why I didn't even know, and I feel so crazy by saying this, because when they, I didn't know, like I went to Cabo and I got burnt up. And,
We get
it was
burnt,
like,
girl.
Yeah, it was like, did you put on sunscreen? I said, well, one time a day. They was like, you get sun burned as well. And I was like, I didn't think that.
We think it's tan. That's
Right.
us black people say it's tan.
It's so crazy that I was not into like skincare and all that type of products until I got older. I didn't really care either. So
Definitely. And so from Shanice doing that, so when we came to the products and the way she formulated the products, she used ingredients because it's all natural from stuff like Mekong. She used aloe vera. She uses some oatmeal and stuff like that. So even in the elixir, it's rose water, and it actually is rose petals in the bottle of the oil. So it's amazing products. I will tell you the matcha mask is a favorite of mine. You use it once a week, but it's so rich in texture that when you put it on, it hardens and firms the skin, and it also reduces fine lines and wrinkles. So that's stuff that us, especially being a model, you're only as good as how young you look.
Right.
Once you start getting older, until you become like the Lisa Rays and stuff like that, you are so disposable. So I need to be in this industry for a while.
Right.
your makeup is very smooth, so I can tell
Thank
your
you.
skin is very nice under.
And that's what I always tell guys, cause they be like, oh, I want to see you natural and all that stuff. Baby, if my makeup is good and my skin is good on the makeup, then you definitely be able to tell
very
underneath
smooth.
is going to be good.
Yes.
But I use the products every day. It's consistency.
Okay. All right, so let's move along. So let's talk about so models, Gwen, and female, pretty females like Gwen.
Gwen is definitely gorgeous.
Thank you.
Why are y'all so anal when it comes to using a photographer? Y'all got to use the same photographer. He got to be on point. Y'all are really particular about what photographer you're going to use.
Not me, but some people it's some people that they comfortable with that model. With that photographer. They have already got comfortable. Let that photographer see them half naked.
Yeah.
So I can understand that part. Or they know how to edit it, but I don't know. I don't really just stick to one person. Like I would give people a chance.
Yeah. You got a vibe. Do you have to have a certain vibe with the photographer, Tarie?
I would say so.
I would definitely say yes, because the photographer sets the tone for how the shoot is going to go, how comfortable you're going to feel, because people don't understand the pressures of being in the modeling industry. If a company comes to me, right, and they say, Tarie, we're going to pay you this amount of dollars to do this, like to get this shot or whatever. Your job when you step on set is to get that shot. So if the photographer isn't as, pleasant, or he's not happy to shoot you, then the energy is going to be off. So it's going to throw off the pictures, because you're going to be in your head thinking oh, what can I do? You're so busy trying to please the photographer that you're forgetting the task at hand. Yeah. So it is important.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's talk about a session. Mm-hmm. So you arrive there with your wardrobe. And then you probably go into makeup, or you already come with the makeup on.
So let's start there. So that's where you get into the differentials of the models.
Yeah.
So when you have some beginning models, so you may have beginning models, you may also have the more advanced. And the beginning models, you might not have the whole glam squad. You may come to set, you may have to come makeup ready already, you may have to come hair ready, wardrobe, you might have to bring your own stuff. When you start getting more into the professional working models, when you come to set, everything is already laid out for you. So they already have the outfits you're going to wear. Of course, you're bringing the model essentials, which is like jeans, a cami, a plain color cami. It'll be more like a bandeau top, a strapless bra, things like that. You'll come to set with those, but everything else, like wardrobe-wise for the campaign or whatever you're shooting, will typically be there. Hair and makeup will be there. Now, will I tell you this, ladies? It's important to at least know how to do the basics of your makeup, because every makeup artist isn't the same. Mm-hmm. And every makeup artist don't understand every skin tone. Being a woman of a darker skin tone, sometimes they can make you photograph ashy or make you look casket sharp. So you need to know how to be able to fix it if it's wrong, because at the end of the day, you still have a shot to get. They don't care. Sometimes they don't call another makeup artist to come on set. So they may be like, oh, we just work with it and fix it through editing. But editing can't fix everything.
Right.
I agree.
Okay.
I definitely agree.
Okay. All right. So if you're just not tuning in, we are talking with Tarie. She is tell us what you are.
So guys, I'm the new face and spokesmodel for Bare Skin USA, which is an all-natural skincare line. They were based in Atlanta, but we're actually going international. I want to shout out my team, because they're actually in Vegas right now, guys. They're at a big convention. It's called a wholesale convention. Mm-hmm. So that's where you're going to have your Target buyers, your Walmart buyers, all the major stores. Mm-hmm. They're there now hustling, getting us into a store. Mm-hmm. So that's why I got to shout them out, because they are working.
Okay. All right. It sounds like a great thing, man. God will do it for you.
Won't he do it?
He will. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about what is the hardest thing about becoming a model and staying a model and just living that lifestyle.
Gosh, it's so many hard things as well as it's so many rewarding things.
Yeah.
So on the hard side, we're gonna say it depends on, first of all, knowing which avenue of a model you typically want to go in, because there's different avenues, different channels. So you can be an actual working model, like real model, where they're more like Fashion Week models, they're signed to agencies. Then you also have free agent models who kind of pretty much, they work for themselves, book jobs on their own, no agency representation. Mm-hmm. But then you also have the urban sector, which are going to be more of your video girls, your Instagram models, stuff like that. Yeah. They're booking jobs, they're using their own network, but at the same time, those girls you typically won't see on New York Fashion Week. Because that's where it's more strict, more sizing. Yeah. That's the hard stuff. Because I started out in the agency and it was difficult. Because you're only as good as the next job you book to them. You're very disposable because there's millions of girls that want to be on your spot, and they only have limited roster. So if you're not booking jobs, they're gonna kick you off the agency. That's first.
Right.
The agencies control pretty much every aspect of your life while you're signed to them. So you can't really change your hair color without approval. Can't get new tattoos. All the stuff that we take for granted that we do now.
Do you sign a contract that says you can't change your hair? You can't.
When you sign on that dotted line, you pretty much are saying, I belong to you. Like, you control my career. And that's what happens. And when you're a young girl, like, picture me back then at my age when I first started, I was like 21. Yeah. So for me, when you look at it, you got to think about it, especially being somebody who comes from an urban community growing up where you don't see too many models other than Naomi Campbell and them. Yeah. You got them hanging on your wall. Yeah. You don't actually see nobody or know nobody that's in the industry. Right. You don't really have that guidance, that you need to know how to navigate your career. So you're just, when you get a contract handed to you, you kind of like, I'm going to take it. And your parents are excited because they think about the dollar amount, but they don't really think about what they're signing away to. Right. You're signing your life away. Right. And that was one of the struggles for me. They control, like, your weight. You could be dropped if you gain weight, too much weight outside of a certain range, because now you switch sectors. So if they hire me as a petite model, I gain weight, anything could have happened. I could have had fibroids, anything, and I could have gained weight. If they don't feel like I could successfully work in the plus size world, or I don't fit the range of a plus size girl, then I'm automatically going to get dropped. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't fit what they need anymore. It's another girl who weighs what I used to weigh, who's waiting. So that's the stuff that makes it more difficult, because you are so conscious about your body. You're so conscious about the way you look. Always having to be on 10 all the time, because you never know what's your next job. Yeah.
So when you spoke earlier, you said that when you found out that you were going to be the new face and the official spokesperson, well, how did you really feel? I mean, did it feel like all the work you've been doing is finally paying off?
Definitely.
Listen, I don't mean to cut you off, because you said you're the face, and then you're the spokesperson. So you're going to be doing commercials. You're going to be doing a lot of stuff. So what? It was a lot of emotions that came out. Or
definitely. What? I'm gonna say I'm a Capricorn first of all, so I'm a real G, so I don't be crying all the time. But I will say it was so many internal emotions in that moment. Because first of all, it's been so many times where somebody tells you something in the industry. Oh, I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna do that for you. And so you're holding on to those promises. But once you sign that dotted line, it's official. Yeah. So the emotion didn't come when they first told me. The emotion came when that contract was signed. Oh, wow. Because then it was more like, oh, this is happening. Yeah. But like I was telling my friend Josh, who's in studio, hey Josh, the other day when the ad campaign actually launched, that was when I got the most emotional. Yeah. Because it was real at that point. Even though I was there at the photo shoot, I did the photos. I didn't know what the finished product was going to look like. But once I seen it, it was tangible at that point. It was, God, this is you. Yeah. I'm here. Yeah. So it definitely was a rush of emotions. A lot of gratitude, I will say.
Yeah, I can imagine. Can't you imagine that, Gwen? You know what I'm saying? The face and the spokes lady, man.
It's a big deal. It's a lot to live up to.
It is. I mean, congratulations.
Thank you guys so much.
I would have got pissy drunk.
Well, Gwen, it was a little bit of that.
Let's talk about this. So I want you to educate me, and I don't know if Gwen already knows, but I don't know. So when you see a flyer and it says a female model or whatever, and she says, "Come party with me. I'm hosting at the club downtown Atlanta." What does this really mean? Is she a part of that club, or is she just getting paid, or what is happening here? But why is she hosting that club?
Okay, so gosh, because with social media has changed so much from back in the day. Imagine seeing Lisa Ray on the flyer back in the day. Probably wouldn't happen. Imagine seeing Naomi on the flyer. Probably wouldn't happen. Right. But with this new social media wave, now, I'm not going to lie to you, because I don't knock anybody's hustle, anybody's bread. Because, these girls get paid for being beautiful, Yeah. But I will say, when you use the term model, it's something that's kind of thrown around a lot. Yeah. To me, because, again, I grew up in an era where models were working girls. I'm not saying they're not working, being on the club flyer, but that's a different type of work. Because the thing is, some of those girls on that flyer, can you throw them in a photo and tell them you got 10 frames to get my shot? Can they get it in 10? Right. That's the kind of difference. You see what I'm saying? Are they the type that's going to know the difference between making a photographer chase you or you chasing them? Right. And what I mean when I say that, I mean when you're in a photo shoot, is the camera constantly clicking? Is he moving? Is he chasing you because of the poses, the angles? Right. Or are you standing there waiting for him to direct you in the next pose? So that kind of separates the models. So when you're saying about a flyer, I look at it as that's an accolade that we kind of self-proclaim. Because honestly, I hate to say this, you don't see too many Caucasian girls on the flyer.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
why is that?
Like, because a lot of them, like, not saying the word model. Like, now, it's a difference in you being a host and a model. Like, if you see a lot of the Instagram girls, they're hosts because they are they have following.
Yeah,
so you're going to attract the club.
I would definitely label them as influencer.
Yes, more of an influencer.
Versus because they're going to bring the crowd.
They're definitely going to bring the crowd. And that's what it's all about from a club standpoint. Who's going to pack my house? And that's what they think about from the money. So they're going to hire these girls who are influencers, who may have the perfect body, who may have that following that girls want to come, and the guys are going to want to come. That's why they put pretty girls on the flyers, because they know that if I have a pretty girl, she's going to bring her pretty girlfriends, and that means all the guys are going to come. Because that's why they pretty much let the girls in free in the club. Because they know that the guys are going to follow when they see the girls. Gwen, you stand up and walk in, the boys are right behind you.
Yeah.
So that's why.
That's it, Gwen. That's it. Yeah. Okay. That's all I was wondering.
Guys, I'm kind of girl crushing on Gwen. Y'all need to see her. She is so cute.
Yeah. So check this out. So what is it when you see the girls on Instagram and it says they in a paid partnership?
Paid partnership. So that means that pretty much in a paid partnership, that's pretty much like they have like a brand ambassador, kind of.
Yeah.
So that means that there's a difference between a spokesmodel and a brand ambassador. A brand ambassador means that you are promoting the brand. They're paying you a percentage of sales to promote their brand. So it's kind of like you being an independent contractor for the most part, or even, I would say, an affiliate of the brand. Right. So you don't represent the ideals and views like a spokesmodel would. Like for Bearskin, I have to be cautious and cognizant of everything I say because, again, I'm the face of a brand. Right. So my opinion now, it has to be dialed back to fit in alignment of the core values of the company. Where if I'm an affiliate or a paid promoter, I can still do whatever I want as long as all the company cares about is their sales at that point. So like Fashion Nova has a lot of paid promoters or paid affiliates. They're getting paid a percentage of the sales that they bring in. So it's like a Mary Kay person.
Yeah. It's like having an advertisement banner.
Yep.
On someone else's site.
You don't see too many of those Instagram girls actually with their own collections. Now, Meg Thee Stallion, shout out to her. She had hers, but she was a whole different. She's not an Instagram model. She's an artist. Right. You see what I'm saying? So she has something tangible to offer.
Yeah, so brand ambassadors definitely would be like an advertisement, I would say.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not throwing no shade to them. Do what you do to get your money, honey. Get your money. You getting paid.
Advertising, you deaf. Yeah.
But it's just a difference. Like, and I know I can't just speak for myself, but other models who do the grind in of being a model, it's hard. Yeah. Like, especially now in the world that we have influencers and stuff, because the budgets are getting cut for how much they're trying to pay models. Because now I can go get me an influencer who has a big following on social media that I can go get her instead of getting the actual working model, and I'll take the chance on the shot not coming out right. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Back in the day, it was a guarantee. I'm going to hire a model. I'm going to go through an agency. I'm going to do a casting call. Now I can just jump on social media and go, oh, she got 1 million followers. Oh, okay. It doesn't even matter what she look like for real. People like her. So she's likable.
All right. So you're already the new face, and you're already the spokesmodel for this brand. So what's next?
Gosh, it's crazy because when I manifested this,
you can only go up.
Well, you can go down too. if I don't behave, we gonna go up. We gonna go up.
Like that.
I mean, I'm honest though. I live in the real world. As the face of the face and the spokesmodel of a brand, you can have a moment, honey. We seen some of these celebrities, they lose everything they got. We ain't gonna say no names. But I'm just saying, we have those moments where you have to, if you have one slip up that I could have had before, I might can't have now. So, and the thing is, when you lose like that type of contract, it's going to be hard to get another one. Some girls work for 10, 15 years before they ever get a face contract. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So
that's why I asked you. I said, what kind of emotion came over you? Because a lot of women want to be the new face of a whole brand and the spokesperson of a brand. So I was like, man, you had to feel like, I reached a milestone or something.
It was that, like I said, it didn't hit me until later because, again, once you see it in front of you, once you see the outpour of love from my hometown, little girls inboxing me like saying, you inspire me, I want to be like you. You never think that would be you. So the emotion came for me later. Of course, it was the excitement and stuff, but also too, what made me more emotional, and I hate to say it, is, well, not even hate to say it, 'cause I love it. The other girls on my team that were other models, even though they're not the face of the company,
Yes.
they are still the faces because they're on the flyers, so they
Yeah.
still represent the company. They may not be the spokesmodel, but they also are models of the company. To see their reactions to us doing so well and their face on the posters,
Yeah.
that was just the most humbling thing for me. I love
Right.
that.
Right. That is good. I just fixed it. Yeah, that is good. Wow. All right, so let's keep moving. So let's talk about the Instagram models. So Instagram model is different from a regular model.
Yeah, but what's
right?
up with you and these Instagram models? Because
No,
you feel some type of way.
I'm just asking because I got a lot of friends out there that all they do is click like, and some Instagram models, I think they post like 3 or 4 or 5 times a day. So I mean, is that a good job or?
I mean, well, the thing is, it's a great job if you're getting paid for your postings.
Yeah.
Because they're getting paid per post. So that's why you'll see so many. So those are typically the ones who have 10,000 followers or more, who have turned their network to the net worth.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So those are the ones who learned how to manipulate social media. Now, that's the ones I give my kudos to. Because everybody doesn't always make it to that level of being a paid influencer, as you call it, or an Instagram model. Yeah. That's why, I mean, it has its both sides. Because coming from a model standpoint, the days of like or an actual working model, coming from those days of not having social media, and you are selling yourself in person, like when you hit a rapper say, I used to sell the mixtapes out my trunk. It's like that when you were a model. You actually had to go to these casting calls. You had to be selected out of maybe 100 girls, and there may be 10 of them that look just like you, but you got to have that something extra that sets you apart. So that's social media kind of makes it a little easier. But again, now it's on a wide range platform where there's so many people up there. So, I mean, it is a challenge.
Wow, I hear you. Yeah, this is a great conversation, man. I'm so glad you stopped by and gave us your time to talk to us, man.
No, I'm glad y'all had me.
It's very helpful.
So grateful to be here.
Yeah. Yes. So let's talk about some of these brands. Since you fashion, let's talk about some of these brands that Gwen, some of these brands that you like, and some of these brands that Tarie likes. So when I say one, y'all, let's talk about them. Let's talk about Dior. What are they good for? This is just all our opinions, but what are they good for? Pants, shirts, underwear? What are they good
Perfume and purses and possibly a shoe.
Yes, right now it is the shoes and the purses
Dior.
right now.
The perfume is good too.
The perfume.
I live for Dior. J'adore Dior.
Yes, I have been using it lately. My friends have put me on Miss Dior. I love it now. At first, I did not know nothing about it. My friends have put me on it, but it smells so good.
Yeah. All right. So the next one is Calvin Klein. Calvin Klein.
Well, I got to be biased. I was one of their models. So.
Yeah, tell us about that. Yeah, she said you tell us about that.
In New York Fashion Week for Calvin Klein. Wow. This was years ago. It was amazing. I'm more of their sleep time wear, more of their underwear and stuff like that, because they're so comfortable.
Yeah.
Compared to any other brand of lingerie or undergarments, there's the best, hands down.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of I see. Yes.
My Calvins, that's the thing.
Yes, a lot of women's wear the little boxer briefs.
Yeah.
The sports bra. Yes.
Yeah. So you're speeding through some stuff, but you just said that you were in the runway model for Calvin Klein. All right, tell us about it.
I mean, it was one of those opportunities that also came from working with Yandy. Like when I was scouted, once you okay, so this is the ideal situation. We got to fast forward. I mean, we'll rewind back to 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So we actually grew up in an era where you actually lived in the model apartments, as they call it. So it's different, more than one model living in an apartment.
Yeah.
Y'all are actually, most y'all are assigned to the same agency. Y'all are going to go get work, going to book jobs together. They'll put you up in an apartment. Yeah. Now, is it always fun? No. If you've lived in New York or been in New York, New York is kind of small. Everything is there. So imagine all these girls and you might have bunk beds or stuff like that. It was like that.
Wow, it's the grind.
Yeah, it was the grind. So that's why if you meet a lot of models, they do take offense to more like Instagram models and stuff, because a lot of them haven't got to experience the grind of what it was like. They kind of got popular maybe for saying something, being in a music video or something.
Right. I got you.
So I have a question. When you are away and everything, do you be uncomfortable? I mean, was there a time you were ever scared?
Of course.
Just meeting these new people.
Taking it back, like I said, it was like 10, 11 years ago. definitely was scared because I was 2021. I was still in college. I graduated hair school. That was my path I was going. But I also went to Howard, HU, Bison's. And I was working on my degree from Howard. And living in New York, it was definitely terrifying because New York is the city of dreams, as everybody call it. But people don't talk about the crime. They don't talk about everything. New York is so big, coming from a small place that y'all kind of know each other. It's only 5 high schools to now it's 50 high schools possibly.
Right.
It's different having to stay in places with people you don't know. I had siblings. So I wanted my own space. I didn't want to have to sleep with girls I didn't know, worry about them touching and stuff. But I will say the good thing that came from it was, I ended up having an awesome sisterhood because they related to what we were going through. Like being in that experience, understanding what it's like to being told no a lot. Because that's the thing people don't also highlight when you're a model. You hear no's way more than you hear yes. It's no, then possibly maybe. So you never feel like you're good enough. And that's the thing. When you're in that model apartment, y'all do kind of can lean on each other for support.
Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going with these brands. What about Gucci? Is Gucci, we wear Gucci?
Well, everybody else does. I'm not a Gucci fan. The only reason why I'm going to say I'm not a Gucci fan is because I'm not a fan of brands that everybody wants. Everybody got to wear. Where it's the lines all the way out the door and all that stuff. Yeah. Like, no offense, 5 years ago, half y'all couldn't afford it. Half y'all probably still can't. Y'all, not paying your rent to get it. Like, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like everybody to wear what you want to wear, do what you want to do, be who you are. But it's just everybody looks the same.
Yeah. How you feel about Gucci?
I love Gucci.
I was like, Gwen love her Gucci. She got her Gucci bag, y'all.
I love Gucci, but I haven't purchased any new Gucci besides some shoes recently. But besides that, I don't too much invest in designer like I used to, because I am starting to realize that it's the same thing and it's just wasting your money. Like
the only ones I would say when designer becomes like really good is the ones that make your money back for you, like the bags that hold their value, like a Birkin or a Chanel. Those are brands like I have a couple Chanel bags. That was my milestone for me, feeling like I made it when I can afford a Chanel bag. Because that's a brand that they rarely ever do a sale. That's a brand that they're not everywhere. So a lot of the Chanels, a lot of people may have maybe knockoffs. But I'm just saying that's not a brand. It's very exclusive. It's made with Italian leather. That's stuff that, appeals to me. Gucci has sales. You can find a Gucci on sale on occasion. So you can find a Gucci wholesaler, stuff like that. But you really won't find a Chanel. You won't find a Hermes. You won't find that.
All right. What about Prada?
I like Prada sandals. They're really cute sandals.
Ralph Lauren, I know y'all like that.
Everybody knows Ralph Lauren. We grew up on it.
That Ralph Lauren.
Gwen, what do you like about Ralph Lauren?
Nowadays, probably their t-shirts.
Yeah. That part. Underwear.
Versace. Yeah. What is the brand? What is Rihanna's brand?
Fenty.
So that's the one.
She has lingerie though. That's only lingerie.
The Savage. Is it Savage?
It's Savage.
Yeah.
Savage by Fenty.
Yes, they have some nice. Some little nice lingerie, so it is like
Rihanna's in her stuff is in Macy's or Dillard's.
No, it's ordered.
It's ordered.
You have to order. Okay. And I think she, if I'm not mistaken, she sold her company. She sold. I think it was in the news that she sold her Fenty Savage Fenty for I think like $20 million or something. That's probably what put her into the billionaire status.
Wow.
She still has the Fenty Beauty, but I think she sold the Savage part.
Wow. All right, so let's do a little change here. We're gonna talk about. Let me put something on the slide. We're gonna talk about. If you're just not tuning in, we're having a great conversation. We're talking about fashion models. We're talking to Tarie. She is the new face and spokeslady for Bearskin USA.
I love the way you say my name.
Real, hey,
because it's not right, but it's broke down. each individual letter. Guys, it's Tarie.
I got you. So let me put this up. Let's do a little fun game.
Okay.
For you just now tuning in, we are going to talk about places in Atlanta and around Atlanta that you should go. All right. So I put the screen up. So we're gonna go from 1 to 10. 1 being the weakest, and 10 being the weakest, and 1 being the strongest places that you would want to visit in Atlanta. So let's go with number 1, the weakest.
Off of the list.
Yep, places.
Oh God. Well,
I'm gonna say Six Flags.
Six Flags.
wait, girl. During Halloween,
wow.
6 Flags is good. If you got kids, 6 Flags is good.
Yeah. But Six Flags.
I don't think that's a 10. I don't think it's a weekend.
Six Flags is kind of burnt out.
I mean, if you're from Atlanta, but if you're not from, like, when my family come, where I'm
Yeah.
from, we didn't have 6 Flags. We had Kings Dominion and Busch Gardens.
Okay.
So, or 6 Flags was, like, way up in Maryland, so you had to take a trip. And Mama used to pack the chicken wings and all that stuff. That was back in the day. Now that I live here, I mean, I do only go maybe twice a year, but I like doing
Wait,
a
have
Halloween.
you one of those, Quinn, over there? Yeah, that's crazy. So we got to get a number one. Let's get a number one.
You gonna give 6 Flags a 1 though?
Yes, I can't
that's
stand
a one.
Six Flags.
I'm about to say I saw some other stuff down there up there that should have been a 1.
Let's go. We got to
Really?
get it.
Okay, what you think? With
Put where did list go? I can't see. It got kind of small for me. I would say, I don't know, because I'm over it. I probably would put
have you ever
contact
been
dot.
to Ponce
City Market? Yes.
You like it?
I do, especially when they do like
love it.
in the summertime when they used to do the bubble things and all that stuff outside. They had like festival day.
Yeah.
I used to love that, and then on the rooftop with the gaming center.
Yeah.
Loved
I
it.
love Ponce
Yeah.
Market.
Yes,
That's
you
my
like it too?
favorite.
Yeah,
so
would
I
put
guess
that
that's
up
not
there.
number one.
No,
That's
I
not
would-
number one.
honestly,
You like Ponce?
honestly,
I like it.
Okay, I love Ponce.
It's crazy
And then you
'cause
walk the
honestly,
belt
for
line to
me-
the Ponce. Yes. I
Oh,
love
you walked
it.
the belt line?
Yeah, I walked the belt line. But after that, I rode the bike back.
All right.
I'm like,
all right. So
girl.
let's put number one. And if you're just not watching, we're picking out the top 10
But you gonna
places.
put that as number 1?
No, I'm gonna put number one is Centennial Park, Olympic Park.
Oh yeah.
Can we do that?
The last time I went was when Monica performed doing that free concert right before COVID.
I like the colors. It's nothing to do, but I like.
No, it's nothing to do. That was the selling point right there. It's nothing to do.
Wow.
But
All right,
yeah.
come on, y'all. We gotta get.
Okay,
number
so
one.
let me ask you this. So when we're ranking, Gwen, how often would you go to Centennial Park? Or have you been recently?
I haven't been recently. I took my kids one time.
How long ago was that?
Girl, probably 2 years ago.
Oh, you wonder why it's a 1. Put 1.
So we're gonna put Centennial
Because
Park
if you
as
ask
one.
her, Gwen, when was the last time you went to Six Flags?
We're gonna put Centennial Park as one.
Probably this year.
No.
All right, let's keep going on this. What's number 2? Georgia Aquarium.
No, don't put the aquarium. I love the aquarium.
Are you serious?
Lennox Mall definitely is at the bottom, honey. You got
Lennox
metal.
Mall?
They got metal detectors now. That's a tourist site. That's for all the people that think they're gonna see celebrities in there.
Trash, it's trash.
So Lennox Mall is number 2.
Yes,
Yes,
because
it's
unless you're
definitely
buying like what I call Fashion Ave, which is that one strip with all the designers, you can find everything else in any other mall.
All right, let's get number 3.
Honestly, what I'm about to say, because I would have put this down in 1 as well.
What?
Compound.
The compound.
Other than Ludacris all white party that he typically do on Labor Day.
You know, I
that
went to
is
the
a
compound
mess.
like twice, and every time I went there, it was off the chain.
When did you go? Was it a celebrity night?
Yep.
That's why.
Yeah, it was
only
packed, too.
time when they do like a celebrity
Yeah.
night compound. Now, old compound used to be good. I would have
Yeah.
put that at 10 back in the day.
When
but-
you want to put compound? You been to the
I've never
compound?
been.
So Gwen, you can't talk about this one.
Gwen, you from Atlanta?
No, I'm from Chicago.
Oh, okay. See,
All
that's
right.
what I'm saying. Compound.
We'll put compound as 3.
Yeah.
All right. Now I think number 4 can be Coca-Cola. Cause come on, man, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
The world
You can put
Coca-Cola.
that.
Tasting
Yeah.
all different type of.
Now,
pops.
when you say the aquarium, you just lied on that one. But the
Yeah.
Coca-Cola, we put
Coca-Cola.
that.
aquarium coming up.
Oh, aquarium
It's
is
coming
up there.
It's coming up though.
But it's up there.
We at number 4.
Aquarium
We
is
at
like a
number 4.
6.
We at number 4. We at number 4.
So we're on 5 now, right?
We on number 5. We on number
Okay.
5.
Bad.
Stone Mountain, Magic
yeah,
City.
because I don't go there 'cause I don't like bugs. So I've never.
I never been to Stone Mountain.
Yeah, let's
either.
put that as a 5.
But
Stone
Mountain
Mountain
have a
number
lot
5?
of activities.
It
Though.
don't-
I heard it have a
Don't
lot
it just
of
got like the sky
attractions.
lift?
No, it's the sky lift, but then they have like some nights they have like glow in the dark nights. It's like some like 4th of July they have
Mm-hmm.
like in the line you can watch the fireworks. They have a lot of every time it's a holiday it's a different.
But can't you do
festival.
that like anywhere else in the city?
Yeah, but I think that's like the biggest part.
I mean, I think that can go. If we're talking about for us personally, or are we talking about for other people?
kids,
Because
right.
or other people, because
Yeah.
the thing is, I got a lot of friends that go to hike Stone Mountain and stuff.
Yeah.
I particularly would never do it because I don't like bugs.
Yeah.
But for if you like nature and stuff like that, then I can see why that would be at the top because I do know a lot of people that go.
So
I just
Stone
don't.
Mountain number 5.
Yes.
All right. What about Magic City?
Oh gosh. Well,
I like strippers though.
that's all I'm about to say. Well, that could be
Talk about it,
a
Gwen.
cute little 8.
I don't like male strippers, but I like female strippers. So
Yeah.
But I
Okay,
love
so we
Magic
gon-
City.
we gon'
like,
push
well,
that-
I love any.
I don't know
stripper.
because I like the only male strippers I like is like Bolo and them. Those are real male strippers
Right.
in my opinion, not the Magic
Yes.
Mice.
But yeah, I like strippers.
And you got excited and sat back and everything.
What
Gwen.
about number 6 being Little 5 Points?
Yeah. Why that wasn't like 3? Y'all have a lot of fun at Little 5 Point? That's like college town to me.
Is it?
I feel like it.
So we're gonna put Little 5 Points at right there. Right there at number 6. Now we're on number 7. What about CNN building?
I mean, why was that not a 2?
You can go get lunch there though.
That's it?
They got.
How often do you go get lunch at CNN building?
Not much.
Okay, that could have been. Okay, so I think we need to start. I think we need to start doing some 0.5, so it could have been a 2.5.
Well, I mean,
Cause you ranking these kind of high for places we don't even go. I went to CNN building like once in the whole almost 7-8 years I've been here.
Yeah.
It was nothing to do, and the only reason why I went through it, let's be clear, was walking through it to get to the Hawks. The State Farm Arena.
Yes.
That was
Please,
the only
no.
time.
all right. So we on number 8. Now, the 8, 9, 10 is supposed to be the top. 8, 9, 10 is supposed to be the top. Now, y'all can't talk about Martin Luther King now.
Oh, we not. I like the aquarium.
So we're gonna go to number aquarium 8.
I would put 8 for an aquarium
Queen,
because
what
I
you
take
say?
all my family.
I did not like it.
You don't like the aquarium?
I did not.
What you got against fish?
I didn't have nothing against it.
Nemo
but it
ain't do
was
nothing to
just-
you, girl.
It wasn't fun. My kids didn't like it. Our food was hard.
But did y'all go during COVID?
No, we didn't go
Oh,
during
okay.
COVID.
So that's a whole
went-
different experience.
Yeah, I ain't really like it.
So you ain't get no fish sandwich at the aquarium, girl?
Girl, I got some hard chicken tenders and hard fries.
Girl, get a fish
Yeah.
sandwich.
All right.
I
so
don't know.
number-
I like the aquarium, but I mean, we could take y'all suggestion. Because I still, honestly,
one?
when I go on a date, I go to the aquarium. I like it.
Yeah.
Because the only thing I was mad was that they didn't tell me them stupid dolphins spit on you if you sit too close.
Oh, yeah.
They ain't tell us that. Like, I guess because they felt like when I went, they felt like everybody already knew. So we got in the front row like, oh, we're going to be so close. I get to zoom in.
You gonna get wet.
Oh, soaked was not the word.
So number 8 is aquarium.
I think so. But Gwen don't like it.
Okay, y'all can vote it. I mean,
Girl, you can put compound as 8.
All right, number 9. Number 9, number 10 is supposed to be the best.
so number 9, I would say the Braves. It's
I like the
lit.
new stadium.
Yes, it's lit.
I only been
And
there-
that's the
only been there
battery.
once. Only
You been
there
to the
once.
battery?
Yeah, I've been there.
It's
I've
so
been to the battery a
nice.
couple times.
I love the battery, but you know that's all one, so you count that as one.
Yeah. So
I
we're on.
like it. I'm with her now.
All right, so we're at number 10, the top place in Atlanta.
Martin Luther King House, you can't go. Oh, his whole little monument. Have you
Yeah.
guys seen the monument thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the best part of it for me.
All
His
right.
house was cute, but that monument
Yeah.
with the
Number
fountain
10.
and everything, it just felt so
Yeah.
magical.
All right, so
And
there
they
we
say
go.
that's where he's buried at, right?
It's
Yeah,
the
that's where
burial.
he's buried at.
And they have like the library and all that stuff in there.
Right.
It was like the most beautiful thing because we actually had filmed something there like a couple years ago.
Right. All right, so the list is complete. We got number 1, Centennial Olympic Park. We got number 2, Lenox Mall. And you know what? They be shooting so much
All the time.
there.
That's why that should be a 0.
They be shooting so much there. I mean, listen, I was in the Lenox Mall at I think it was in Macy's, and I overheard the workers in there talking about, girl, they shooting in the food court. I was like, what?
That
So-
became the new gun range.
Yeah. So number 3 is Compound. Number 4 is World Coca-Cola. Number 5 is Stone Mountain.
I feel like we were generous on a lot of these.
Really, we probably were.
I definitely think so. I think it was the options.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on there, friend.
Uh,
Because you forgot a lot of
6
places of it
I
to go.
did. 6 is Little 5 Points, and 7 is CNN building, and 8 was Georgia Aquarium, and number 9 was a Braves game, and the top one was Martin Luther King National Historic Park.
I think honestly we would have all went to hell if we didn't put Martin Luther King at the top.
Yeah.
He would have came out that grave. Like, I know y'all lying.
All right, well, let's jump right into the next one. The next
Okay.
one is the top 10 places you would eat around Atlanta.
Let's see, because you
Let's
know I'm a
see.
foodie girl.
All right.
Might not look like it, but I live some good food.
All right, let's go. All right, let's start off with. Remember, we're gonna do these.
Nasty on.
No, I love it.
How y'all
Because
wanna
I'm
do
sitting here looking like, hey, who chose this?
So we're gonna start with number 1 is the weakest, and go all the way to number 10 is the strongest. Okay. So number 1 is the weakest. And do y'all know some of these places?
At some of them, I'm like, you lying.
Some of them.
Gwen, do you know some of these places?
Some of them I have.
All right. Do y'all know Pascal's?
Nope.
Man, y'all ain't never had Pascal. That's
What
that's
is it?
soul food right there.
Who's soul food?
Black people soul food. And it's been there for years.
Where is it?
It's at the airport, and it's also on Northside Drive, I think. Northside Drive. It's really good.
You live near there?
No.
Because I'm like,
I don't, but I have been there.
Eating Busy Bees soul food.
See, that's why I said I had big. No, I'm sorry. My favorite is Big Daddy's on Campbellton.
Okay,
On
I'm gonna
Campbellton,
try-
not the
I'm
rest
gonna
of them, just on
remember these
Campbellton.
names. Big
Okay.
Daddy.
Big Daddy's, write them down. Exit 5, honey.
Okay.
I live for their food. They have really good soul food.
So
Busy Bees was good,
So what
though.
we gonna put as number one? Juicy Crab? Y'all want to put Juicy Crab at number one?
No, that's good. No, you put that. That's like 9
love
to me.
Juicy
That's like 9 or
Crab.
10 to me.
So y'all want to go ahead and put Juicy at 9?
I can eat
Because
juicy
I
every
think
day.
Spondivis might.
So
Spondivis.
you said we doing.
We doing
10 being the highest,
one,
like the best.
1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest.
I put juicy at like a strong 7.5, 8. Because I like juicy.
I do.
I can eat that almost every day.
I hope y'all don't say no slutty vegan.
No.
I never ate
I'm not a
that.
McVegan.
Number 8.
So.
Number 8 is Juicy Crab. All right?
Uh-huh.
Number 8 is Juicy Crab.
So, I mean, first of all, some of this stuff I feel like I can't judge it because I've never been. And I
Right.
probably
Yeah,
would never
yeah.
go. Like Grindhouse Killer Burgers? What is that?
Oh man, now you that's my place.
You own it?
No,
Oh.
that's where I go to.
What, they only serve burgers? It's like
Now,
Five Guys?
It's like Five Guys, but they have a vegan burger. That's
So
called
you're vegan, I
Impossible.
take it.
Right.
I keep hearing vegan
Right.
come out your
Right.
mouth.
Right.
See, you talking to a meat
Hey,
eater.
that
You're
burger-
talking to somebody who eats chicken
Gwen,
wings.
you ever had an Impossible Burger? Have you ever had an Impossible Burger?
That's from Burger King?
No. Burger King ain't the only ones got an
You
Impossible
know why
Burger.
I did, but I think it was like I bought it from Whole Foods.
Mm-hmm.
And I made it myself.
Yeah.
And
I
it
ate
was,
something that's slutty vegan.
It was
Yeah.
like beans and planted in it. So I think I grabbed the wrong one.
Mm-hmm.
And
It was not that great. It shouldn't have been called a burger.
Well, let's talk about since you said Calmerton,
Mm-hmm.
then I know you know Scotch Bonnet.
Who?
Scotch Bonnet.
Nope.
You don't know that one? That's on
Oh, it's
Calmerton Road.
Jamaican?
Yeah.
See, I was a mangoes girl.
Yeah.
I like mangoes.
Cheesecake Factory. Y'all got to give me something.
Why you keep trying to put cheesecake? Why was that even on this list with all these foreigners? Like all this other stuff. Cheesecake Factory is so generic
So
compared to
y'all
the rest of them.
don't go to Cheesecake Factory
For cheesecake and walk out the door, that's
the
it.
Cheesecake. Well,
no, I like they buffalo bites. They got
The
like,
wrap was good too. The
yeah,
lettuce
so
wrap.
cheesecake. I definitely go there for their little buffalo triangle.
Where would you
with
put
fried.
that?
where'd you put that? 5, 6? No.
3?
3? I go 3. I go 3.
Yeah.
I give that a 3. I feel like out of all these
Then
that you
they got
named,
the
it's
best,
generic.
Peach Bellinis. Oh,
Yes, but
Yeah.
now I'm gonna say I'm a fan of their banana cream cheesecake. That's like my favorite.
Well, so let's talk about these Atlanta food trucks. They're very popular, man.
They are. Depends on which one though. 'Cause all of them
Yeah.
are they're great.
Yeah.
So are we
I
talking
think-
about as a whole?
as a whole? Because some of those mom and pop stores are the one that really have some good food.
They have good food.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you the best time. Oh, I'm sorry for cutting you
worries.
off.
Go ahead.
The best time I would say to get the food trucks is normally during an event. Like for instance, this weekend is like Pride weekend. The food trucks will probably be the best out there because it's like the creme de la creme at that point.
Okay.
yes, I agree. Because I had got one food truck. The food truck lines was ridiculous long. It was the 4th of July. We was in Fifth Ward, and it was the what's the hot dog place? The hot dog.
Not Hot Dog Factory.
I think so.
They had a food truck out there.
Yes.
Come on in, Dennis. Coming up in the
Yes.
world.
And that was my first time eating their hot dogs, and I was in heaven.
You was in
I-
heaven?
Yes.
I like the deep fried Oreos.
I haven't had them.
For me to be a model, I'm sorry, I'm a foodie.
Yes.
That just means I
but
gotta work out a little bit more, but
That was a good
I hear you.
food truck.
So what? So the only numbers we have is 8 and 3 right now.
Yes, because we haven't tried many of this, and I heard
'Cause you be
Varsity
playing.
Burgers is trash.
Varsity
Wh-
Burgers
where?
is nasty.
Well, let's go ahead and put them at number 10
one.
then.
Oh, do you
I mean,
know? Wait a minute.
Wait,
One
I'm
is
sorry,
the
I'm sorry.
worst.
Number one. Put them at 1.
It's just, I think people like Varsity Burgers
So
because
listen,
it's
so
the
listen.
sock hop.
Y'all
feel
don't. So y'all
of the
don't give
old
no
school.
credit to like the establishments that's been there for a long time. Y'all.
Okay, but just because you've been there for a long time, I mean you don't need to change your recipe
that-
to match
I mean, you
taste
gotta-
buds of the new generation.
I mean, you got a point, but
They need to change. Like now, it's different. Like McDonald's will always be famous for the Big Mac, but you need to change some of your menu to fit the taste buds of this generation. We grew up on a different era. We might not like your sauce now.
okay. All
We
right.
might have built up immunity.
All right. What about what about 2 Chains? I ain't never been.
Oh,
there.
I love Escobar.
Escobar?
See, one of my homegirls
Tell
was a
us about it,
bartender.
because I've never been there.
So you know, it's more than one location. I feel like I work for them now. 2 Chainz, y'all owe me a check. So it's more than one location. They have the one on Peter Street.
Mm-hmm.
Then they also have Escobar South, which is in Morrow. I've been to all of them. Then they also have Escobar Seafood now, which is on Edgewood. So guys, if y'all listening, let me give you my 3 for recommendations. If you go to the one on Escobar South, get the lamb chops. If you go to the one in Escobar and Peter Street, get the lemon pepper wings. And if you go to this seafood one, I would tell you guys to get the lobster mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So where is Escobar gonna go at on this list?
I would put Escobar for me because I'm a fan favorite. I would put 8 or 9.
7.
You've always, but you never been.
I never been.
Oh, okay.
You maybe went?
Maybe, and then they got vibe. They got music. They got
I went,
hookah.
and then I left out.
Why? Which one did you go to?
I went to one on Peter Street.
Oh, but that one is, depending on the night that you go, it's small. I will say that. That one is small. If you want to eat, I always tell people, take that little drive, go tomorrow. Because that one is bigger. It's a bigger establishment. And your service is a lot better. Because the other one's more like a bar.
Yeah, it was.
All right, so we going with Escobar by 2 Chainz, number 8.
No, you already had an 8, remember?
I mean, number 7. 7.
Okay. You just determined to not give it a 9.
7. All right. What do we say about Chops Lobster Bar? You said you never been there? Mm-mm. It's pretty good. You like seafood?
I do. I love seafood.
Man, it's Chops.
I'm a DMV girl. That's all we got.
Let me tell you about Chops. So Chops is upscale, and pretty much you have to have business attire. No hat, no sneakers, or whatever.
Where is Chops? I feel like I heard of it.
It's downtown. Is
it about Raised on the River or something like that?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. So it's good. It's really good. You valet park. It's really upscale. All your waiters and your waitresses are in a suit, in a uniform. So on your table, Gwen, they have a candle that heats your butter. All your sauces that need to be heated. It's really nice. It's really nice.
It sounds.
You gotta have reservations, or can you
You gotta have reservations.
Okay.
Gotta
I might have to add that to my
ahead
little date list.
Nice. Yeah.
Let's add that one to. Let me see.
I'm gonna look that up.
That's how you put date
It sounds
question mark.
exotic.
Can we
Okay.
put 4 on there? Can we put 4 on
4?
there?
Well, I mean, the way you described it, it need to be at the top.
Right.
Because there ain't
You
nowhere
just
else on this
definitely
list
made it
heating
seem
up
like it was
those
good.
sauces.
We can add to the list too.
Maybe you need to add an 11 because I mean, nowhere else on this list is heating up sauces and all that.
That sounds very.
Very upscale, honey, posh. I need to put out my good.
I'm gonna give him a 9. I'm gonna give him a 9.
Okay.
I'm giving 9. All right, let me put the list back up.
And I'm gonna say Ruth Chris is my top.
You
one.
like Ruth Chris?
Ruth Chris?
Yes.
I'm gonna put Benny Hanna. I love me some Benny Hanna.
So
But that's my.
So
my
which one is number
nationality
10?
now.
This is good. Yeah, I can't even front.
That's my nationality. I'm a hibachi girl because I'm black, Japanese, and Indian, so I love anything with rice.
Yeah.
Yes, I like my little
So we got a battle for 9 and 10.
That's my favorite one.
Well, you already had 9. I thought you put what's name in 9, the last one.
Oh yeah, we got a battle. Who's number 10 then? Benny Hanna's or Ruth Chris Steakhouse?
Well,
It's gonna be.
I would put Benny Hanna's for me.
Yeah, I like hibachi. I really like hibachi.
Have you been to Fumi's in Gwinnett?
Yeah,
They're the best, hands down.
Yeah.
In
Oh yeah,
Atlanta.
I did go there,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
I have a funny story behind Fumi's, guys.
It's nice in there. It's very pretty.
It's very, very nice.
Very
But
pretty.
I just thought about it. Yeah, I didn't really like it.
When I tell you, I have a funny story at Fumi's. I was sitting down, right? My God, don't judge me, guys. I was on a date, and we were just sitting there having a good time. I hear a voice, and you know how when you know a voice that's familiar?
Yeah.
I don't know her, but I heard the voice, and I'm like, wait a minute, why do I know that voice? Mind she's sitting right beside me, but I was scared to turn around. So the guy I was with tapped me and was like, I think you should turn around. Guess who I was sitting next to, guys?
Who?
Chili from TLC. Like, it was like on a Wednesday night at Fumi's, but she was
Yeah.
sitting right next to me. When I mean,
Wow.
she is gorgeous, guys. Like, so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And she was so nice, and she's a vegan like you.
That's good. That's
I've
great.
been there, but
You speak to her?
Oh yeah, we talked. Like she was so like approachable. Of course, I didn't want to ask her no picture or nothing because that
Right.
that feels like a fan and she's eating or whatever. But she did talk about because she was the only person on our table that only got veggies. And all of us were getting steak and shrimp and all that stuff.
Right.
Hibachi, and she was like, "No, I just want veggies." And even the guy, it was so funny. The guy, hibachi guy.
Yeah.
When she said it, she's like, "Yeah, just like souffle or whatever. Saute me some vegetables." Why the guy looked at her and was like, "That's it?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm a vegetarian." He was like, "Really? And you came here?" But everybody else was just sitting around laughing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But she was so down to earth.
What's next on the list?
Are we at 10 yet?
Yes.
yeah.
So what you pick? You put Benny Hanna's at 10? I think we should do 11. Maybe. Well, for Gwen, make Ruth Chris 11 and put my Benny Hanna's at 10.
Ruth Chris don't have to be top because I only love they stuffed chicken. I really
Yeah,
don't eat
that's
nothing
really
else,
good there.
but that's the main thing I
I don't
eat
really like
from
this
them.
steak.
Yes, I never had that steak. I only go for the stuffed chicken, and that's so crazy. Like that's the only thing I'm gonna order each and every time.
I thought you could get good steak somewhere else than Ruth Chris. But that stuffed chicken I've had, it was really good.
Yes, it's just it's out in Braselton, but it's called Cotton Calf.
Yeah.
and they got like a Cajun rib eye.
Mm.
So, oh my
Sounds
god,
good.
oh my god.
With some eggs.
So
It's so
Benihana's
good.
number 10.
Mm-hmm. I think you should do well, dang, because you done already filled up the other spots. Because now Roof Chris gonna have to go somewhere lower.
Yeah, yeah.
Roof Chris go lower because they is only like one thing. So,
So you want to put 6 for Roof Chris? Do you have a 6?
6? No, I don't have a 6 yet.
Okay, put
We
that
go
at 6. A lot of this stuff I don't know. 'Cause I don't eat all this. Like I went to Mary Matt's tea room. I would not put that at the top
Yeah,
at all. I
All right,
put
so
that
we
as a 2.
got at number 10 Benihana's as the best.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9 Chops Lobster Bar. Number 8 Juicy Crab, which I don't know why we got Juicy Crab. I think they overrated, man.
I think you are jealous.
Listen, if you eat that too much, you'll get tired of it real fast.
Well, that's why you get different stuff. Like I don't always just eat like the seafood. I love their Cajun chicken wings,
Yeah.
fried hard with ranch.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
best
they
thing.
fish good. They got different.
They got good
yes.
stuff. You don't have to always just get a boil bag.
But I'm
Yeah,
always
that's
gonna get a
usually
board.
what I
Always. Let me get some shrimp.
All right, so
and my chicken wings are 6
Juicy
pieces.
Crab at number
Yeah.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Varsity at number 1. Cheesecake at
0.
number 3. Wow. And the food trucks. Let's get them at number 5, man.
Depends on which truck.
No,
You talking about in the masses.
I'm talking about on Howell Mill Road.
Okay,
So
put
it's
them at a
it's about-
4.
It's about 6 or 7 trucks.
And it's about one of them that might be good. I feel like I'm so mean.
And all right, so we still got number 2. Still got number 2.
I've been in the grill. Why
been
we didn't
there?
put in the grill? I like the grill.
Yeah, the grill's good.
Why
I'm telling
they so
you,
low?
Listen, they got a shrimp and grits.
Mm-hmm. Really good.
Yeah,
Especially for
shrimp
brunch,
grits.
they're really good.
Yeah.
Why are they so low? The
I
grill
don't
need to
know.
be up
I
at
mean,
like a 7.
we was doing this together. I don't know
Is
what
the
happened.
grill at a 7? You got 7 already?
Yeah, I already got 7. Escobar's at 7.
Oh, dang. Because I mean, I think you put too many for 10 spots.
Yeah.
The grill need to be maybe you got 6. Cause the grill need to be up there.
Well, you want to take Roof Chris?
Well, I mean,
Steakhouse?
Gwen is the only one that
I
like
was
Roof Chris.
like,
Gwen is the only one that really goes. I mean, have you been to Grill, Gwen?
no.
I think you should try it for brunch. Their brunch is amazing.
I'm gonna have to. Y'all giving me. The
We can have a girls
restaurants.
trip. Let's go.
I have, of course, yes, because I don't really try restaurants because I hate traveling to the city when I don't have to. But
Yeah.
I mean, I can agree on that traffic, girl.
All right. The list is complete.
Thank God, because I mean,
Wow.
some of the stuff I never ate. Like, it's not fair.
Yeah.
Like you should put Harold's up there.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Harold's
is
Chicken and
originally
Ice Bar.
from Chicago, so I'm going with Harold's. That's 10.
You should have put Harold's up there.
All right. So let's get back to the interview.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us what can we expect to see in the future with you?
God willing, thank you, Jesus, listen to my prayers. So after being on the billboard, I think next for me would be crossing over to TV and film
Oh,
because
wow.
I've done some extra stuff,
Yeah.
but I think I'm ready to actually get me a lead role. You know,
Yeah.
especially now that the age variance has changed from back in the day. Even I was watching this speech that Taraji had made. She didn't get her first role to 32.
Yeah.
I'm 32 in the modeling world. That's considered old.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of already be established or look really fresh, look really young. So I would say next for me is crossing over to TV and film.
Yeah. So what is the plan to get there? Like start auditioning, do some more photo shoots.
Well, photo shoot's only gonna get you so far,
Yeah.
and like because that's a whole different variant.
Yeah.
Because in a photo, I use pretty much my facial expressions and stuff to say words.
Yeah.
That's when you really get into the picture's worth 1,000 words type of thing. So it's different being able to control this to now having to be able to speak and to portray a character. And I think for me, I started taking acting classes at Evolve. Big up to Victor Love. He's amazing because he does a lot of channeling your inner emotions, and I'm not an emotional person, so that's why I kind of struggle on the fact of being vulnerable. And
Right.
being an actress or actor, you have to be vulnerable. You have to strip every side of you and understand how to bring that emotion out, because I
Right.
can't even really cry. So it's like it's hard.
on,
but
come on.
I'm not a cry. It takes a lot for me to cry.
So if you get a role that you have to cry, you can't do it.
She gonna do it because
Oh, I'm gonna do it 'cause I'm gonna think of that check.
Yes. Like,
If I
she
get a
doing
role,
all
see, that's the
this.
difference. Because at that point, I don't know. I would have to, and I hate to say it, I would have to think of the worst imaginable thing. Like maybe
Yeah.
my parent, like my mom
Yeah.
died when I was 14. I would have to think about that, or my dad dying. That's like it would have to be something really deep to take me to that dark place.
Yeah, Gwen, how you think they do it on set when they cry on the spot? They do
Like Angela
I think they
Bassett
think
is?
about. They must think about something.
Right.
Oh, you know what? They probably have
Some
about
people
4 or
are
5
just
takes.
natural crybabies, and they can.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
They also have just a little tidbit that y'all don't know. They also have what's called like the tear stick. that they put underneath your eyes and it makes your eyes automatically water.
Oh,
but you
wow.
still have to have the emotion behind it
Yeah.
so that it works. Because if not, what you don't want it to be doing is smiling and tearing at the same time.
Right.
right.
That's what I'm about
That's
to
good.
say. Like, can it be something that can like make you cry? Like
Yeah.
eye drops, but yeah.
I'll be
That
honest.
makes
I think
sense.
if I was to start off with my role, because I have such like a big funny personality, I think I would start off more on the Tasha Mack side, something like
Yeah.
that, or Angela from Why Did I Get Married, more of that type of lane to go into, comedy and stuff like that, because I feel like my personality is more like that. That's more me naturally.
Yeah.
But I would want to do more dramatic to challenge myself.
Cool. So let's just I'm gonna be messy.
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
be messy.
I mean, it's only right.
So let's talk about them DMs.
What DMs?
How many people be sliding through the DMs? Now that you the face and the spokes lady.
Well, that those are popping before then, but I mean, honestly, I don't know if I count it because I don't
Yeah.
respond to everybody. I'm sorry if you guys, I don't respond to you. It's not on purpose, but you got to kind of weed through because living in Atlanta, I feel like it's a big mating bowl, like college frat house. So I feel like I don't want to go through all the DMs and be like, oh yes, I'm gonna respond to you. No, I'm not. I don't want to do it. So I just don't respond to nobody. You just kind of slipped through the cracks.
I did.
I think you came while I was just looking already.
Well, I'm glad you responded to my DM and came
Of course.
and did the interview, and it was great just sitting here conversing with you.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you came, man. Gwen, I'm glad you came too.
Thank you.
Gwen
for inviting
has been on. How many times have you been on the podcast?
This is my third time.
Third time. And I'm so happy you came. Man, I don't even know what to say.
Me too. I like Gwen.
Yeah.
She's such
Thank
good
you.
energy.
Yeah. I wish
Thank
you
you.
could see Gwen on our first episode. Some of the things that came out of her mouth, you were like, okay, I didn't see it that way, but okay.
I mean, I think Gwen is kind of like me because I
Yeah.
kind of have diarrhea in the mouth. I think what I feel. Sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
But being the face of a
Sometimes,
brand, I got to
yeah.
dial it back a little bit. But definitely, I would say this was a great experience, very humbling as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Because it was able for me to be able to let people who may not know about Bearskin kind of learn a little bit
Yeah,
about
yeah,
them.
yeah.
And again, I'm going to plug it in. Shop us on www.bearskinusa.com and use my promo code Tarie. That's going to give you 15% off of your purchase. And we hope to get your skin right.
All right. And what is on that skincare line? What is the best thing you love about it?
Black owned. I'm sorry.
Black
Because
owned.
with COVID, and I hate to say this, it kind of woke us up a little more to seeing that we have to band together. Because the government, no offense, I'm not downing anybody, but the government did what they felt was a need in the masses as a whole, that they didn't target specific our own people. And I like that with the Bearskin, they first formulated, even our skincare can work for anybody, they first formulated with our skin in mind, our texture. Because there's a lot of other products that don't cater to us.
Exactly.
Right,
So
right,
that's
right,
why
right.
they put us on the forefront and even expanded their diversity to anybody can use it. But I like that it started home first.
Right. Okay. I dig that.
Love
I dig
that.
that. I definitely dig that. Well, we're gonna get off here. It's been lovely sitting here chatting with these two lovely ladies. And again, I want to thank both of you ladies for taking time to come and join our podcast today. So we're gonna close out. Gwen, you want anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No, just thanks for having me again.
And one more time, what are your last remarks?
Guys, I just want to say thank you so much. This has been a wild journey. Being the face of Bearskin has been so rewarding. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I got to meet so many good people, that maybe in this realm I might haven't met you guys yet.
Yeah.
And y'all kind of came forward now. So I really want to thank my Bearskin family for seeing something in me and believing in me to represent their brand. And I promise I'm going to do the best I can.
Right. All right. That's wow. That's great.
Yes,
Hey,
thank
congratulations again. I
Thank
can't
you.
even tell you,
Yes.
man. I think that's just wonderful. All the success that you're having,
Thank
man.
you.
Just wonderful. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. If you first time tuning in, make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and once again, thank you.